Hey, good morning everybody. My name's Kevin and I live in that van with my two dogs, Barrett and Bella. And you guys know that I travel this country and I bring you footage along the way of the places that we see here in the United States. We bring it to you on YouTube. But today's video is actually what is on the title, and that's what are my thoughts moving forward with van life. What's my thoughts moving forward with being a YouTuber? So I'm just starting my day today, and we're going to get into that later on in this video, because as of right now, since, let me get out of the wind here, since there's nobody here, we had a camper right there. Since nobody's here, I'm going to open these doors up. I'm going to take out my shower and set it up right here and take a shower in between these two doors. There's nobody facing that way, so I'll have plenty of privacy with the shower being set up right here, taking a shower. And then we're going to sit down and we're going to have a talk, and I'm going to bring you guys into my thoughts and what I'm thinking and what the future is. So stick around for that. Okay, so here we are after finishing taking a shower, and I have the van all packed up because the dogs and I are going to be moving on today. But let's get to the topic at hand. Let's talk about what this video is about. And what this video is about is, it's about my future in van life and the situations, and I'm going to bring you guys into the reasons why I'm in this situation, in this topic and discussion. Right now, since January 1st, I knew that was going to be my point of having to assess the next year, because it's my first year on YouTube, and with the money coming in, how much can I make, how much am I making, how much is in my account, and how much I can move forward with traveling full-time. First off, my channel is about van life and travel. It's not just about van life. More of it's probably about travel, because I want to take you guys and myself and the dogs to places around this country to see it. I went all in when I moved into a van for that purpose. I went all in. I took all my money and I put it into account, and that was going to be my travel fund, having YouTube back me up on that, which is, and I went from under 1,000 subscribers to 4,000 subscribers like that, and then I slowly climbed to the 8,200 subscribers that I'm at right now. So Patreon memberships and YouTube memberships have been the sole buffer to me spending my own money, which I am every single month. You guys know that. Super chats have helped out a ton, and so has the PayPal that you guys have done for this last 9 months that I've been traveling. So I extremely thank you. I am not quitting van life. That's not what I'm doing right now. I'm not quitting van life. This is day one of me assessing. Well, January 1st was day one of me assessing my future for 2022. And that's where we're at right now. I'm assessing it. So I have X amount of dollars in the bank. So what I have set up in the bank is I have $10,000 in my savings account, and I have another $2,000 to $3,000 in my checking account. That's where I'm at right now. I have X amount of dollars set up for an emergency fund in case something happens to me or the dogs that I can afford to pay for it, or the van. Now let me say this right off the bat. I'm extremely, extremely lucky to be where I'm at right now. I've been living in a van for a year, traveling as much as you guys have seen in the last year, building my channel. I invested in myself doing this. I feel extremely lucky. I was gifted this van. Thank you so much for doing that. I feel extremely lucky for that. And I'm not quitting van life. It's not there yet. This is my assessment. So it is in my thoughts, and it is a start to a planning process of finding a job or getting a job. I know I can find a job. Getting a job where I want that to be, and saving up $50,000 into my account to go back on the road full time. Now that was my goal in the beginning, was to save $50,000, more than what I had, to travel and live for 3 years. That's what I gather it takes to build my YouTube channel to the $2,000 to $2,500 a month income after taxes, for me to be able to spend the money to travel full time and feed myself and the dogs. I wasn't planning on leaving as early as I did. I left March 12th, 2021. I was planning on working throughout the winter and probably into the summer. I made a good deal of money at the job that I had before, and I was extremely unhappy with the job that I had before because of the way the company was going. So I have a friend of mine that reached out to me and said, we're willing to do $1,200 a month to help you until you get to a certain point where you can contain this for yourself as a YouTube. That's how much you believe in it. Now that investment lasted for a little while and it went away. I'm not 100% sure of the reasons why it went away, and I didn't fully ask because at the end of the day, it's not my money. It's not my money. It was somebody that was gifting me that every single month, and it lasted for 4 months, I think. So moving on past that, I don't know the reasons why. I didn't fully ask, but then again, like I said, I'm going to repeat this. It wasn't my money. It's not my place to ask. What I did wrong was I didn't save up the $50,000 that I wanted to save up in my plan in the beginning. That's my fault. I should have done that no matter what. But all bad things, or all faults, can have a positive to them. And that, seriously, there's been a huge positive to me leaving that early. So many positives. And that's every single one of you guys that I see in chat in my 2 live streams a week. Every single one of you guys that's in Discord. Every single one of you guys that's in this circle of all these van lifers that are in this circle, and that you guys are all a part of, because you're in every one of their live streams and their chats. And I appreciate that, and I know they do too. So if I didn't leave early, I wouldn't be a part of this circle. I would have just been leaving probably 4 months ago to start my YouTube van life career, or at least the full-time van life. I still would have lived in a van in Ohio, but it would have been the YouTube side of it, of me still working. And it's hard to have a van life channel and work and take care of 2 dogs at the same time. And I know there's other van lifers that work full-time that I can attest to that. Luckily enough, I don't have many responsibilities. I've got 2 dogs. I've got insurance and a phone bill. That's pretty much it. If I had to stay in one spot, feeding myself, feeding the dogs, my insurance and my phone bill would be everything for me. Now, the phone bill and the insurance runs together about $400 a month. So traveling for me and feeding my dogs full time, I think you add another $1,600 to $2,000 a month on top of that to be able to do that full time. And 75% of that extra $1,500 a month, or whatever it is gas. Gas is not cheap. It's expensive. So with the money I have left in the account, with the amount of things that I want to do on YouTube, it's time to start thinking about parking this in an apartment driveway, getting a 1-bedroom apartment, getting a job, saving as much money as I possibly can, and heading back out, which is $50,000 in my brain to be able to do it. I might be able to get away with $40,000 now that I have a year of YouTube. I don't know. It's very difficult to attest or to assess in your brain what the future is when it comes to that. Unfortunately, because I have 2 dogs, unless the temperatures were perfect, or it might even be a possibility that I stay at an RV park and just pay the RV bills, but having to drive the thing about why it's not feasible for me to live in a van while working as much as I possibly can, if I have to go that route, is because of the safety and security of these guys. Having them comfortable in the van while I'm at work. Not only comfortable, but safe. You guys know that I've had my van broken into. That window was broken. If somebody did that while I was at work, my dogs would jump out. There may be some routes that I can take to stop that from happening, but it's very, very difficult. I think a very cheap apartment. I wouldn't be getting furniture. I wouldn't be getting dishes. I wouldn't be getting dressers and a bed. I would take that mattress, throw it inside on the floor, and I would take my camping table, and that would be my office table, or maybe buy some cheap IKEA or Target table, and that is it. And I would stock the fridge and put food in the cabinet, and that's it for an apartment life. Live extremely as minimal as I possibly can to get back to doing this. Now, I'm gonna re-say this. This is not the way it's going right now. This is just me starting the thought process of that is 50-50 right now. As of right now, I could probably be on the road. If I stayed here in Quartzsite, January and February, and took off in March, I could probably do March, April, May, and June before I was in the danger zone of the amount of money in my account for me to be able to put a down payment on an apartment, get my utilities hooked up, and have enough time to find a job. That's what it is. It just is what it is, guys. It's not there yet. I'm not sure if it's going to go that route. I am still doing YouTube videos. I'm going to still doing YouTube videos. I'm actually going to drive up Palm Canyon right there and get the drone out and fly it in there for the next video. I already took some drone shots of this area and that big crop circle. So I'm still going to be plugging away. I'm still going to be creating this business. My goal is, this is my goal. We're going to end it with this. This is my goal. My goal is to get to a place in YouTube where I don't have to rely on Patreon and YouTube memberships. That's my goal. What it takes to do that is $2,000 a month in ad revenue. That's a lot of views. Right now, each one of my videos is getting about $7 to $50 per video. Mainly around the $7 to $10 on the videos that I've been putting out the last month or two. That's just the truth of ad revenue. And then YouTube takes their cut, and then I got to pay taxes on it. So we're looking at 50,000 subscribers around there. We're looking at me doing content 4 days a week with 2 live streams and building this. But right now, that's 2 years away probably. If I were to stay in this van and do this full time, I'm at least a year to probably 2 years away to a place where I don't have to rely on Patreon and YouTube memberships. Now, I've never asked for financial help from anybody. You guys are the ones who put out my links to Patreon and my links to memberships when we do live streams. If you guys want to go that route to help me out, I appreciate it. And all the ones that are doing it, I greatly, greatly appreciate it. So like I said, if you guys want to go that route to the memberships of the Patreon, I appreciate it. And the ones that have, I appreciate it. I'm going to get off that because it's not what I want to talk about. So we're going to end this with, I'm happy. I'm definitely in good spirits, and I'm definitely having a great time. I am just paying attention to the year 2022. I've got to pay attention. That's what I'm doing. And I'm going to plan on what happens. So we're going to see what comes in. We're going to plug away. We're going to do videos. We're going to keep this YouTube channel up and running. We're going to create more friends and family on this channel. Every single one of you guys that watches my video, thanks so much. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, to help me continue this van life. My goal is to travel this entire country. All I need to do that is $2,000 a month after taxes. That's it. That's it. $24,000 a year after taxes. That's all I need. And it's very attainable. And I have the work ethic and I have the personality here on YouTube to be able to do that. I'm seeing so many channels have success, and I couldn't be happier for them. I'm going to keep plugging away at their channels and saying hello to them and plugging their channels here on YouTube, because I want everybody to be able to enjoy this lifestyle and be YouTubers and enjoy that lifestyle. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the shower scene. It's kind of funny. I thought I would do that today, but I wanted to show you guys what it's like to live in the desert and take a shower, so that's it. So we're out of here. I'm going to go film Palm Canyon up the road and put that video out here shortly. We also got a video out of a very nice young lady that I met that parked about 50 to 100 yards away from me right here. And she moved into her van a year ago, and I did a van tour of her. I got that all recorded, and we're going to be releasing that here very, very shortly as well. So, all right, guys. It's always a fun day for me, but we'll see you on the next one, and just stay positive, guys. Stay positive for me. This is not the end of my channel. This is not the end of me traveling. It's not. It's just the beginning of me thinking about where it's going. All right, guys, we're out of here. I hope you can see the dogs. Well, Bella's on the bed. Anyway, boom, we're out of here. See you later.